Hi, my name is John. I make dumb videos about guitars in my basement. And today is a very cool day because what I have here is a 2019 original series Gibson Les Paul Standard. So my brother has always wanted a particular type style of Strat. It was a white Strat, and I had gotten that one over there in a trade, and he saw it and it fueled him a little bit more, and so I bought him one and sent it to him. No expectation of anything in return. And he all of a sudden contacted me and he said, "Hey, how'd you like a guitar?" And I was like, "Well, I really don't need one. I'm trying to actually get rid of guitars because I've just got too many. I don't play them all, and I think guitars need to be played and not just hang on a wall looking pretty. They look good being pretty on the wall, but I want to do something else." But, I'm not going to turn down a free guitar. So here we are. I just said, let me kind of pick out what I want. So I found a deal where it was more affordable. He wanted to buy new, and I'm like, I'm not going to make him spend that. So, saved him a little bit of money, but he still spent pretty big. So anyway, what we have here is a 2019, and I've always wanted a Gold Top. I had a Gold Top once, and it was a Les Paul 54 tribute, and it had his picture on the headstock, and I think I did a video of it, but I don't remember. But it was like one of 100 or one of 250, whatever it was, and I was so scared to put any dings or anything in it because it was a collectible that I was just like, I can't have this thing. And I sold it because I was just fearful of dinging it. And that's a lot of the reason that I buy these Japanese used ones that are from the 70s and 80s. Is I'm not afraid if they get dinged, whatever, it's not going to hurt. So here we are sitting with a immaculate Gold Top, and I don't want to ding it, but it's got a couple small little flaws in it where the previous owner put a little bit of buckle rash and a little dent in it, but the top and everything else is clean. So let's get into the particulars of it. It's got 500K pots, and they're Gibson branded, so I don't know if they're CTS made for Gibson. I've read where there have been people complaining online that the Gibson pots are cheap, and people complain about everything. If the sky is blue, it's like, well, I would have liked to see some clouds. It's just like that. So you kind of take it for what it's worth. But this is the first time I've plugged it in, so I'm curious to hear how it sounds. Anyway, it's got the 500K orange drop capacitors and burst buckler 1 and 2 in the bridge and neck. I assume it's a CTS switch. It's got the deluxe tuners with the, I can't remember what these are called, flower pot or whatever they are. Doesn't matter. They're cool. And when I tuned it, they're nice and smooth, and it tuned right up real well. We're going to see how it stays in tune, because this is honestly the first time I've had it plugged in. Got it yesterday and let it acclimate to the indoor temperature after spending a little time on a UPS truck. And so this is the first time it's been plugged in. So I'm just going to play on it a little bit, and I'll go through some pickups, and then we'll eventually get to some clean stuff. So I'll put timestamps in there so you can skip past that. So I don't even really know what I'm going to play. I'm just going to go at it a little bit. So. neck on this is nice and fat. If you like a fat neck, this is, yeah. This is not quite as fat as my inspired by Gibson Epiphone 50s tribute thing, whatever, snot, that's what we call it. Not quite as thick as that, but it's got a nice, meaty, chunky neck. So if you are a fan of chunky necks, highly recommend it. Action is marvelous, and I think it sounds great. It's a two-piece mahogany body with a maple cap. I don't know if the maple's two-piece, one-piece. Obviously it's painted over, I can't tell, so I don't know. And I haven't looked inside the pickup cavities to know for sure, but ABR1 bridge, sort of, because it's got, maybe it is. Yeah, it looks like can't tell if it's screwed into a post or not. It looks like there's a post embedded into, I guess it's an ABR1, but the screws don't go directly into the body. It looks like it may go into a post, but yeah, I can't really tell. Anyway, I'll do a little bit of clean stuff again, and I'll do a little clean stuff, and then I'll throw the dirt back on it. So that took away a lot of noise. heck of a guitar. That is one heck of a guitar. You know, it's a little hotter, a little more mid-rangey than some of the pickups I have. I got a lot of more PAF. I don't know what these pickups read for their output, but they're just a little more mid-rangey than what I have on my other guitars, which, you know, gives me a different sound. But that might be something that I pursue and switch out in the future, and you know, we'll see how that works out. And maybe it's just a matter of getting a little mid-range off my amps if I'm gonna play this guitar. But maybe it'll cut through the mix a little better than too. So I'm all about it, and you know, especially it's a gift, which is greatest thing. But yeah, I mean, if you're in the market for one and you're just looking, you know, at videos online and seeing what people think of them, I like it. Always been a big fan of Les Pauls in general, and it's nice to have a Gibson back on my wall again. It's been a while since I've had a Gibson on my wall, and I'm extremely pleased with this one. We're gonna treat the fretboard and change the strings on it, because this is whatever they put. I think these are Ernie balls. I don't like them. They're noisy, and they just, I'm a big advocate of the GHS brand. Obviously, I'm in Michigan where the GHS factory is, but also I use their Sub-Zero, which are cryogenically treated, and they last a lot longer, and they got a little more, I don't know, they feel better. Like these are not D'Addarios or whatever the ones with the colored bald ends are. I think these are just Ernie balls, or they're not as good. Oh, I forgot to mention too, this thing is very loud acoustically, which is always a good feature to have with a guitar. So that's really all I got. I'm just gonna kind of play out here a little bit, do my thumbs up, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't, I'm sorry.